Girl right here, Junior right here.
Can you chill
weird
out?
as a
Why
you weird as
me at the mall?
you weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my fucking son.
Yeah, I need you out the.
What you talking about? Okay. I need you out the mall, nigga. I need you out the mall. I need you out the mall. Okay. I need you out the mall. Okay.
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test.
Like I just said, I was under the impression that the paternity test that was performed on Zeus, I was under the impression that it was authentic. However, it came to my understanding that it was not authentic. It was
when
not.
did you find out? When did you find out that he could potentially be yours?
Since I've been more vocal on the internet.
Nobody wishing evil on him. I'm saying what's going to happen to you after you try to hurt me, play with me, disrespect me, try to embarrass me, ruin my witness to God. You can't do none of that. Y'all can't do that. What the hell? Y'all can't do that without getting a consequence, bro. I don't care. That's the observation. Every time somebody really played with me, always get hurt, bro. And I never hurt them. Straight up. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that... See, look, people like that, they deserve to be in a grave or in jail.
Her ex died because I said, he was getting on my nerves. Like, come on, y'all. Come on.
The internet is spiraling after explosive new allegations pulled Chrisean Rock back into the spotlight, and not in the way anyone expected. Rumors are flying that investigators are looking into her possible connection to the shocking death of her ex-boyfriend Ronnie. All while old drama, DNA disputes, and explosive social media meltdowns resurface at the worst possible moment. But the real jaw-dropper? Fans are replaying a recent viral rant where Chrisean, in a heated moment, appeared to hint she handled Ronnie, a claim she later backtracked from. Now the streets are buzzing, the families are speaking out, and Blueface's own mother has jumped into the firestorm. It's messy, it's chaotic, and it's pulling every old wound back into center stage. The internet is in full meltdown mode as a wave of explosive new rumors claim investigators may be taking a closer look at Chrisean Rock after a resurfaced viral rant sent social media into detective mode. Overnight, timelines blew up with people replaying a clip where Chrisean, in the middle of an emotional spiral, allegedly hinted she handled her ex-boyfriend Ronnie, a comment she immediately attempted to walk back. But once the clip hit the blogs, it was too late. Everyone wanted to know the same thing. Why would she even say that, and why now? The speculation only intensified when Ronnie's family, already shaken by his tragic passing months earlier, began demanding answers all over again. And just like that, a situation that had finally begun to quiet down roared back to life, louder and messier than ever. But to understand why this rumor erupted like gasoline on an open flame, you have to rewind to the chaos that started it all. Ronnie wasn't just any ex. He was the man who publicly challenged the paternity of Chrisean's baby, Junior, claiming he might actually be the father. For months, he insisted Chrisean was lying about Blueface being the dad, and the entire situation reached peak drama when Ronnie confronted her at the mall, demanding the DNA test he said she'd been avoiding. The moment went viral instantly. Ronnie was adamant, Chrisean looked fed up, and people online chose sides in real time. Some viewers felt Ronnie deserved the clarity he was asking for, while others accused him of clout chasing. Then Blueface's mother jumped into the fray, backing Ronnie's demand and claiming that if Chrisean was so confident about Junior's paternity, she should have nothing to hide. Her comments poured gasoline on the fire, and fans flooded comment sections arguing over loyalty, credibility, and who was really telling the truth. The dispute spiraled so intensely that it stopped being just a paternity conversation and became a full-on community spectacle. Screenshots, old messages, and live-stream clips resurfaced. Bloggers dissected every detail. Ronnie insisted he only delayed demanding a DNA test because he believed the one aired on Zeus was real, until he later claimed he learned it was staged for the show. That allegation caused an even bigger uproar, because suddenly people were questioning whether the entire situation had been orchestrated for drama. Chrisean denied all of it, but by then the narrative had already spun out of her control. Fans, critics, and Blueface family all had something to say, and none of it was quiet. That's why today's rumor hits so hard. The tension between Chrisean and Ronnie wasn't small, private, or forgettable. It was loud, public, and messy from beginning to end. And now, with a resurfaced rant, grieving family members demanding answers, and investigators reportedly reviewing the case again, the entire saga has exploded back into public view. And this time, everyone is watching even closer. The turning point in this entire saga came when the Zeus paternity test entered the conversation. That episode was supposed to settle everything. Viewers watched Chrisean and Blueface sit through a televised DNA reveal confirming Blue as the father of Junior. Or at least, that's what everyone thought. But months later, Ronnie claimed he discovered the test wasn't legitimate. According to him, the results shown on the show were staged for dramatic effect, leaving him feeling misled and robbed of the truth. Whether the rumor was accurate or not, Ronnie believed it wholeheartedly, and that belief reignited a firestorm. He began posting videos asking why he wasn't given a real test, suggesting someone was trying to bury the truth. Fans split down the middle. Some insisted reality TV manipulates everything, while others argued Ronnie was just trying to inject himself into the couple's drama. The uncertainty created an atmosphere where every new piece of information felt suspicious, and no one knew who to trust. Just when the tension finally seemed to be cooling off, tragedy struck. Reports came out that Ronnie had been shot and later died at a hospital in Maryland. Police described the incident as a homicide and said early indications pointed toward a targeted attack. The details were limited, but that was enough to ignite widespread speculation. Ronnie's family was devastated. His uncle posted a long, heartbreaking tribute saying the pain felt unreal and promising they wouldn't stop fighting until they got justice. His mother expressed her grief online too, mourning her son and pleading for answers. The community reacted with shock, sadness, and worry, and immediately, the earlier paternity drama became the center of online conversation again. People wondered whether the ongoing conflict had anything to do with what happened, even though no authorities had confirmed anything of the sort. Rumors grew louder than facts, and the entire situation began to feel like a mystery with missing pieces and too many voices trying to fill them in. As the speculation spiraled, Chrisean decided to speak up. She posted what she said was an official DNA test from 2023, showing Blueface as Junior's father. Along with the photo, she denied having any involvement in Ronnie's death and offered condolences to his family. She even encouraged anyone with real information to contact the police. But instead of calming the internet down, the response almost made things worse. Some people felt the timing was strange. Others questioned why she never shared the test earlier. And plenty accused her of trying to shift the narrative instead of addressing the growing theories directly. No matter what she said, public opinion remained chaotic, divided, and emotionally charged. Then came the airport moment, the clip that reignited the entire storm. In a heated rant directed at Blueface, Chrisean became emotional and said something that many viewers interpreted as referencing Ronnie's death. Her words came out fast, angry, and unfiltered, and the internet immediately seized on one particular line that sounded like an insinuation. Within seconds, blogs were posting it, fans were dissecting it, and critics were calling it an accidental confession. Chrisean quickly backtracked, saying people were twisting her words and that she never harmed anyone. But by that point, the clip had already gone viral. Even Blueface stayed silent, leaving room for even more speculation. His mother, however, did not. She called Chrisean out publicly, accusing her of being reckless and claiming the rant only confirmed what she believed all along. Their long-standing tension exploded again, giving bloggers even more fuel for the fire. That rant opened a new chapter in the rumor mill, claims that Ronnie's family wanted the investigation revisited. Several online sources reported that the family had allegedly submitted a request for the case to be re-examined, especially in light of the viral clip. Police hadn't confirmed anything publicly, but the rumor alone was enough to send social media into hysteria. Suddenly, TikTok detectives were analyzing old videos, comparing timelines, and revisiting every argument Chrisean and Ronnie ever had. The idea that the case could be reopened became the biggest topic of the week. People wondered whether investigators would take the viral rant seriously, whether new leads could emerge, and what it would mean for Chrisean if the situation escalated legally. It added a layer of suspense and uncertainty that made the whole story feel like it was far from over, and like the next twist could drop at any moment. As the internet tried to untangle the chaos, the comment sections became battlegrounds of emotion, disbelief, and pure outrage. Everywhere you looked, people were divided, not just by what they believed, but by how strongly they were willing to defend their side. Under every blog post, every screen-recorded clip, every reposted rant, the opinions were louder than the story itself. Some viewers felt nothing but sympathy for Chrisean, insisting she was being pushed into the center of a tragedy that had already taken an emotional toll on everyone involved. They argued that grief makes people lash out, that her airport outburst was just frustration boiling over, and that the internet was unfairly twisting her words because they enjoyed the spectacle. One user wrote, "Y'all act like she can't have a breakdown without calling her guilty. She's human. She's overwhelmed. Let her breathe." Another echoed the sentiment, saying, "This girl is fighting battles we don't even see. Half of y'all would crumble under the pressure she deals with daily." But on the other side, the criticism was relentless. Every time someone defended her, 10 others fired back with receipts, screenshots, or old clips they claimed proved she had a long history of dramatic, unpredictable behavior. One commenter said, "Chrisean always plays victim until she gets caught slipping. This time, her mouth finally ran too far." Another went viral for writing, "She's chaotic. She's impulsive. And she always doubles back when the heat gets too high." That rant sounded like guilt talking. Others pointed out inconsistencies in her statements, saying nothing added up, nothing sounded sincere, and nothing she posted online ever calmed a situation. It only escalated it. For them, her airport meltdown wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a red flag. Some fans didn't take either extreme side, but watched the drama unfold like a live-action mystery, reacting to each new detail as if they were solving a case on their couch. One person wrote, "Every time I think I understand what's going on, another plot twist drops. This is a whole detective series at this point." Another compared the discourse to a courtroom, writing, "These comment sections feel like a trial, and everybody's a lawyer, a judge, and a witness all at once." And they weren't wrong. The story had become so tangled that the audience wasn't just reacting to the news. They were driving it. But the most heated reactions came from people angry on Ronnie's behalf. They argued that he never got the answers he wanted, never got the DNA clarity he begged for, and now never would. One commenter said, "Whatever y'all believe, that boy died with questions he deserved answers to. Nobody should go out like that." Another wrote, "His family is grieving, and people are acting like it's entertainment." Their frustration was directed at everyone. Chrisean, Blueface, the bloggers, the producers, even other fans who treated the paternity dispute like a storyline instead of a real situation involving real people. What made the public reaction so explosive was how personal it felt. Everyone projected their own experiences, their own anger, their own trauma onto the story. Some saw a struggling mother being attacked. Others saw a grieving family being dismissed. And many saw drama they couldn't look away from even if they tried. Sympathy clashed with skepticism. Outrage clashed with defense. And the entire internet became a storm of raw emotion with no sign of settling down. By this point, the drama wasn't just about what happened. It was about how everyone felt about what happened. And feelings, especially online, are impossible to contain once they ignite. And now the entire situation hangs in a strange, uneasy silence, the kind that makes everyone feel like something big is about to break. With rumors circulating about the family requesting the case be revisited, and online detectives connecting dots the authorities haven't publicly acknowledged, people can't help wondering whether this drama is heading toward real legal consequences. Every new clip, every resurface screenshot, every emotional outburst gets treated like potential evidence by the public, even if none of it has been confirmed by officials. It's the kind of tension that feels like a storm building just beyond the horizon, where one unexpected update could flip the narrative upside down. Whether that means new statements, new investigations, or new revelations from the people involved, nobody knows. But everybody's watching. What makes this moment so intense is that no one can predict which direction the story will swing next. Some believe the rumors will fade away like so many internet scandals before them. Others think the airport rant, the DNA drama, and the unresolved paternity conflict have created a situation that can't simply go quiet anymore. With emotions high, families grieving, fans divided, and the spotlight hotter than ever, it feels like the next step could change everything. For Chrisean, for Blueface, for Ronnie's family, and for anyone who's been pulled into this emotional whirlwind. So now the question becomes yours. Do you think this situation is heading toward a real legal fallout, or is the internet blowing everything out of proportion? And based on everything that's happened, the paternity dispute, the unanswered questions, the viral rant, what do you believe is going to happen next? I want to hear your thoughts, your theories, and your predictions, because this story has officially reached the point where the audience is part of the conversation. Drop your take in the comments, and if you want to dive even deeper into the chaos, click here to jump straight into the next messy video. Because trust me, the drama only gets wilder from here.